I'm gonna show you how to make your fine flat hair crazy with curls with this little wand today, and then I'm gonna show you some fun things you can do with those curls. Step one is super obvious. We're gonna curl the hair. When it comes to using a little tiny wand like this, and I can't remember, I think this is a 1/2 inch down to a 1/4 inch on the end. It's an older Amica one, but I do believe they still make this one. But it's tapered. I have another brand tapered one in my Amazon storefront, and then I also have a chopstick wand, which is about 1/4 inch all the way down. But this one gets a little wider to the base. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Either is fine. This is just the one I have, so it's the one I'm going to use. But significant tip, when you're doing little curls, it absolutely gets the best results if you do it in little sections, which takes way longer than taking bigger sections, but you're going to get way better results if you take little tiny sections when you do these curls. A few more tips for getting the best curls possible. You want to try and make sure you wrap the hair around in a ribbon fashion, meaning it's flat and spread out when it's on the barrel, not twisted into a ball on itself before you do it. So if you have, I'll show you what I mean. You want it flat like that one I just did, as opposed to letting the hair kind of twist as you do it. Some people create this twisted hair, and I mean, it's fine. It's just, if you've twisted the hair and not kept it smooth and flat, you're gonna get a different kind of curl that's gonna be a little less fluffy and a little more of like a defined ringlet. And for most of these looks, we're usually going for like a fluffy, voluminous curl. So keeping everything really flat and spread out is gonna give you more of that. And then you also want to make sure you're getting your curls as close to the root as possible, all the way around your head, not just at the top, everywhere, going right up to your scalp if possible, so that you can get as much volume away from your head as possible. And then once you've created the curl, take it and just quickly, once or twice with the flat iron, or the wand, it's not a flat iron, it's just gonna bounce that curl out so it's not quite such a tight ringlet. And once we shake them out later, they just look a lot cuter if you have included that little zhuzh step. We're gonna do a little bit of texture spray, not too much because I want my hair to still be really movable, but a little bit, just to add volume and hold. And then make sure you wait for the curls to completely be cool. Nothing's warm anymore. You can shake it out. All by itself, this is really fun. It is really fluffy. It is really full. If you want less fluff and more defined curl, then skip the texture spray until you're completely done and just use it like a hairspray. But if you want a little bit more fluff, then add the texture spray before you shake out your curls. And now you've got the perfect base to do some really fun hairstyles. We'll start with a really, really basic messy bun. Curls like this are a really awesome way to feel like you've elevated a hairstyle that's otherwise really, really simple. If you're not great at doing complicated hairstyles, but you want something that feels a little bit more done and fun than your basic bun, then adding a ton of curls, especially really fluffy small curls before you get started, is a great trick. We're just going to pull all the hair straight back, but loosely. We're not going to pull anything tight. We're going to pull it all up on top of the head, and we're just going to do the very, very basic bun. So you pull it through to a ponytail, and once it's tight enough, and you're only going to do it once, I'm only going to do it twice, but if you needed to do it again and then a third time, you could, and then you just pull it half through, and then you're just going to pull it apart. Don't be afraid to let some of those ends pop out because they're curled, so it's going to look super cute and updo-y. Once you have got that done, you can go around and start pulling out hair where you want it, as much as you want or don't want. It's totally your call, but you have just taken a very basic, simple, everyone, even my 9-year-old can do it bun, and turned it into a really pretty style that's gonna look a lot more intricate and fun than just the basic bun that it really is. You can do the same concept but with my more viral messy bun, and I will put the link to this bun tutorial here because I'm not going to break it down too much in this video, but you're going to pull through, do your flip, and then pull it all apart, and it's going to be very similar. Honestly, with the curls, these two buns aren't going to look crazy different. This one's just going to give you a little bit more detail and a little bit more, you know, interest to the shape of the bun itself. But because of the curls, they're both going to look super pretty. And I just love this. I just think curls are a really, really fun way to give yourself a ton of volume and to make your hair look really pretty really easily if you're not super good at doing your hair. Another fun thing to do is to go in with a claw clip. So we're going to use this pretty flower claw clip. I don't use the big ones that often because my hair is just lacking volume, but when I've got all this texture and volume in my hair, I can kind of get away with the bigger one a little better. So I'm going to work with a side part here. Take my crown and pull it back. Then I'm just going to gather all the hair and I'm just going to clip it. And look at that. It is literally 30 seconds to do your hair, and it looks like you have a full-on updo because those curls do all the work for you. Obviously, it took you longer than 30 seconds to do the curls, but most people can manage curls before they can manage a full updo. So if you have not yet mastered how to put your hair up in an updo, curl the crap out of it, stick it up in a claw clip, and it looks amazing. And honestly, I think you can probably do any of the hairstyles you find here on my channel with curls to make them look completely different, to make them look fuller, fluffier, more elegant, or just different. So it's a really, really fun thing to do, is explore your favorite hairstyles with really tight, fluffy curls. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. I hope this has been a fun video for you to watch and given you a new idea of how to play around and try something new with your hair, especially if you are a beginner here on DIY Hair School, just learning how to work with your hair and love your hair and give your hair different shapes and styles and not always throw your hair up in the same ponytail that you wear every single day. Leave me a comment letting me know what other videos you guys would love to see. Don't forget to subscribe and like because it really helps me out, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss any of my videos because I post 3 every single week. Bye, guys.